Hello, my name is Allie and welcome to my channel. We are back with London Detective Mysteria, Holmes' route. Let's go.
Come on, you can't stop in the middle of it. There it is.
A nervous yelp and artful shamblings of language turned me to the corner of the classroom.
Help! The snake! It's around my feet. Ouch! That's just a rope.
We can't have this. Nothing good can come of us being in a panic.
Holmes, let's catch it. I'll pin its head down so you can grab it from behind.
All right. That's dangerous.
No more dangerous than it slithering out of its cage. I don't want to see you get hurt, so would you mind leaving the room with the rest of the class?
It's actually kind of cute looking snake, and I hate snakes. I noticed it. There it was, the cobra, observing me from high on a shelf. Its jaw hung open in complete stillness, but also with that small, disjointed vibration, a subtle tremble that came from hunger too unsated to ignore. Ah! I could only think to call one person. Holmes! Holmes!
Step aside, Miss Whiteley. You're in my way.
He said that as he moved before me, pushing me roughly in the process. That did not matter to me. I was no longer being attacked, and so all tension gave way to relief. Thank you, Holmes. Oh, look at that. He returned my thanks with a noted glance before continuing on the hunt.
Holmes, it went that way.
Then let's do as planned.
Got it. Watch yourself.
Yes, I know. The same to you, I suppose.
Ah!
Watson firmly held the tiny reptile's head with both hands as Holmes restrained its body. It was a finicky beast that rebelled and writhed within their grip, but they held it with enough urgency to promptly have it return to its cage.
Phew, glad that's over.
Thank goodness it's safe now.
This is no cobra, Mr. Underwood, but a common rat snake. Huh? A rat snake?
Correct. You're a man who knows his snakes, Mr. Holmes. And since he was unaware that it was harmless, we must applaud Watson's display of courage.
Oh, sir, that's a brutish trick.
Clap, clap, clap. Everybody applaud. It's good that no one was hurt. At least we have that.
I'm in awe. Huh. But it was a thrill you won't soon forget. I'm sure you'll want to take pharmacology more seriously after that,
I swear, every time I do this voice with Nagakira and now him, I stumble. I don't know if it's because I don't know, it's just weird.
So, what with that, let the real lesson begin.
I'm too tired for lessons.
The time to lunch has arrived, and it was the liveliest I'd seen the classroom yet. It's lunchtime here, too. I want to get lunch after this. Mr. Mackenzie entered the room through the shuffle of lunchboxes and clatter between schoolmates.
Slater, were you able to collect the deposits for this month?
Yes, they were, collected.
I should like to take them, if it isn't any bother. Thank you for helping with this every month.
Slater's distress from earlier in the day was still apparent as he looked to the teacher, looked away, and scratched his head restlessly.
Is there a problem?
I can't find the leather bag, sir. The one with the money.
What do you mean? You always place it inside your desk, don't you?
Ordinarily, yes. And I did so this time, too. It was there when I checked between second and third period, but it's gone now.
Students listening to the conversation whispered amongst each other. I, like the rest, leant closer for a better listen, clutching my lunchbox instinctively. How could this be? What news? Mr. Mackenzie's expression following the news was fierce, and his tone and his tone as he spoke solemn.
Is there anyone here who knows where the money went?
Mr. Mackenzie, if I may, I don't suspect that's the wisest way to ask. Few could answer so plainly in front of an audience.
True. You may have a fine point, Mr. Holmes. All right, class, close your eyes. If anyone has clues regarding the case, please raise your hand.
The air was stagnant.
I see. You can open your eyes now.
I looked over to Holmes, who was in his correct seat next to me. But he wasn't looking at me. Rather, he studied the room raptly, concluding his surveillance with a barely audible puff.
I'm sorry to doubt each of you, so...
I don't like the way that sentence was written, but oh well. Ow, hit my knee.
If there is someone here with any information, be you directly involved or a bystander, come speak to me today. I shall be in the staff lounge when I don't have a lesson to teach. That's all. That's all I'll say for the present. Now, it is your lunch hour, and lunch is meant to be enjoyed without worry. Excuse me.
The whispers turned to outlandish, fevered suspicions the second the door had closed behind the teacher. Who could steal a bag when they know they're amongst detectives? This is a case, isn't it? I didn't expect such a thing on my first day.
Let's eat together, Emily. If you'd like, that is.
Oh, absolutely. I'd love to.
You look troubled by something.
Do I? Well, I wouldn't know what.
All right, then. I won't say another word about it. Since it's such a nice day outside, how would you like to eat lunch in the courtyard? You should join us, Holmes. Holmes?
Watson gripped the unmoving boy's shoulder.
What do you want, Watson? Isn't it fantastic, Emily? Watzel?
What am I trying to say?
Holmes said he'd join us.
Excuse me? Unhand me this instant.
Don't pull so hard.
Watson, Holmes, and I seated ourselves along the grass in the courtyard. We were not alone. The day was beautiful as it was clear, and so several others had gathered to spend their time reading books, resting their eyes, or soaking in the sun. Or, I supposed, they could have found the outdoors refreshing when the classroom had been so tense. I took a peek inside Watson's lunchbox. Ooh, that is a very nice lunch. It was a careful arrangement of mimosa salad, mashed potatoes, several slices of roast beef, and orange compote for dessert. My, I could have a nibble off of every part of that. It looks delicious.
Isn't it just? Our landlady makes them for us. Oh, Holmes and I are flatmates, by the way. So, she cooks us breakfast and dinner. The best landlady you could have.
I don't know flats came with meals. Wait, I didn't know flats came with meals. How sweet she is. And if the two of you are flatmates, then where might your family be living?
Our dads rent their own flat together in the same building at their office. My family's home is in a suburb in London. You're welcome to visit me and Holmes any time, but it could be a bit small for you since you live in a mansion. Do you mind, Holmes?
I don't. The response was clipped, with nothing more to say. He continued to eat through a thin mouth that could have stretched thinner were anyone to interrupt him again. And why was this? I was curious. Is something upsetting you?
Never mind him. He talks plenty when he feels up to it. You're thinking about the money in Slater, aren't you?
I am. The situation is nagging at the back of my mind. It strikes me that no matter how he searched for the bag, he could not find it. Slater is cautious. He isn't the type to leave it anywhere. He would have kept it somewhere he knew was secure.
I'd prefer not to think it, but do you suspect someone in class stole it?
I don't think that's the case.
Neither do I.
I was a new addition for this semester, and yet such a positive impression had been stamped upon me. Oh, why did I say stampled? What the frick? Stamped upon me. That said, not one schoolmate stood out to me as a thief. It couldn't be someone in our class.
Then what do you think?
Yes, well, I'd like to keep that to myself for now. But have you noticed how strange Slater's been since this morning? His gaze and fingers were unsteady. He could barely stand straight. Do you not find his lack of composure unusual? He was blinking at an astonishing rate, as well oftentimes a sign that one is lying or hiding something. When Mr. Mackenzie called for him to collect the deposits, it was as if he had something else on his mind entirely.
You've gathered all that? I didn't notice a thing.
Could I speak for a moment? With you for a moment, Derp?
Just as we were discussing him, Slater had approached to engage us.
Slater? It's a shame what happened earlier. And you look terribly ill, you know that?
Thank you, but there's no need for concern. I feel plenty well. My health, at any rate. I feel awful for having caused such a fuss. Everyone in class was thought to be a thief, and all because of me. I truly am sorry. That's all I wanted to say. See you after lunch.
When he turned to leave, Holmes spoke up. If I could have a moment of your time, Slater.
Holmes?
Slater listened and turned right back around. You wish to speak of more serious issues, like that of the lost deposits. There we have it. But you haven't quite got the courage to speak as of yet, have you?
I've...
Having enough courage to tell me what you know will not only benefit you, it will serve to re-establish trust amongst our schoolmates.
Of course, but you see, it is a difficult matter to discuss openly. Would you object to continuing this conversation in the garden behind the academy?
I don't imagine anyone will be coming here. I'm more curious why you've come, Miss Whiteley. He came to speak with me, not you.
Whoa, that sounded weird. There are kinder ways of saying the same thing.
I will only ask you once to shut up, Watson. Now, pardon my severity, but can you leave? Our problems are liable to increase if you twirled into gossip everything you hear. Oh my god, if you twirled about gossiping everything you were to hear. I'm gonna let you guys go here. This game, I swear, the way things are written in it, it's harder to read. I don't know if it's supposed to be like olden time kind of talk or whatever, but oh my god, it's hard, especially when I'm trying to do all these voices. So I do apologize for all the stammering, the stuttering. I have that issue, but it's worse when it comes to like having issues trying to figure out the sentence. But I hope you are enjoying, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.